Once again, welcome back to the show, Investing and Trading Live. Now, here on Fridays, noon to 1 on KLZ 560. And we are thrilled to have our friends back at Online Trading Academy. And Josh Littlequist is with us. If you're just getting in the car or turn on the radio, he is the president of Online Trading Academy here in Denver. Hey, now's your chance. Get a couple of tickets to a free class. Just text the word investing to 210-210, and you can attend a free couple-hour class and learn about some of the things that we have talked about here today and that you will hear in the future here on Investing and Trading Live. All right, Josh, before our break, you said, okay, who moves the market? Who controls that? I think a lot of us would like to know. So, boy, how do we start out there? Who's doing this?
Yeah, so I kind of want to bring it back to what you mentioned earlier. I believe is your producer, a friend of yours, wanted to ask a question about when somebody gets into an investment and it always goes the wrong way, right? So what a lot of people will say is, "Oh, the market's after me. Wall Street is always coming after me. They know what I'm doing." And if you're listening right now, you probably have said that before. So here's kind of how the markets work. Who actually moves the market? So the institutions, the institutions are the banks, the Goldman Sachs of the world, the Merrill Lynch's, the Warren Buffetts of the world. Uncle Warren, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones that actually move the market. It's about 80% of the activity in the financial markets is done by the banks and institutions. So that's who's moving the market. So that's why it's so important to have a strategy that is designed to follow them. And we talked about it a little bit earlier. You want to follow those institutions because it's kind of like what's that old saying? If you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you cannot beat Wall Street. It takes millions and billions and trillions of dollars to actually move the market. So us as regular retail investors, the public, we're called retail investors. It's kind of like we're able to have the opportunity to take pieces of the cheese as they move it because we can't move it. So we just let them. And that's why our strategy, it's called our core strategy, is actually designed to follow that or to find that institutional activity and then put low risk, high reward, high probability entry points into trading with them and not against them.
Absolutely. And again, boy, it's just, I think the media, controls so much of this too, because you'll hear people talking about different things that they really don't know anything about, really. But the media has talked us into some market slump as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, the so many people are so focused on the news right now, and that's I think why a lot of people have putting their finances to the wayside is because the news is popular. It's what's hot right now, and that's where their job it really is to gain viewership. And
Absolutely.
and how do you get viewers? And then you get sponsors, and then you get money, and that's their job is to get as much action on their stations, whatever it may be. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about
Sure.
them, but it's just the way it is, right?
Yeah. You're right.
So they're kind of fueling a lot of this market speculation by the public, which is a lot of emotion. And you have those two emotions you have fear and you have greed. And if the news is pumping out information, what is really true for one, but also when did that actually happen? By the time we get the news as the public, it's already
Yeah.
happened.
Sure.
So
Yes.
when banks, institutions are moving the markets, they're moving them. The public is maybe speeding it up a little bit, but the public is late to the party. That's why it's so important to have a strategy like our core strategy at Online Trading Academy to get in with the institutions and get out with the institutions, not like the public is.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I know we've got people that are tuning into this and maybe heard our shows in the past on Online Trading Academy, but they're saying, man, you guys are making a lot of sense. I would love to know more. But you said this in our first segment. Hey, you don't need some kind of financial degree, and probably better if you don't. All right. You got to be coachable. But for that brand new person that's sitting out there and wants to come to this class, and by the way, all you got to do is text the word investing to 210-210. You'll get two free tickets. How does it look like for that person walking into that class and kind of what they're going to learn and how it can help them?
Well, I'll actually rewind that a little bit and backtrack a little bit. Is when they text in for this class, when they text the word investing to the number 210 210, what they're going to get is actually a text back, and it's going to ask you to pick a day that you want to attend. So you can actually choose the day that you want.
Okay,
And
great.
then you'll actually even get a call from one of our people here at the academy, and we're going to find out, how can we help you? What are you looking for? Because we want to try to cater these classes to the people coming in. What are you looking to learn? Why are you looking at the markets? And then, whoever's teaching the class. By the way, I teach a lot of these classes, or Cameron teaches a lot of these classes. Johan locally as well, and so we can try to cater these to the people coming in. So we're going to make sure we get you a call and make sure we get the date that works best for you. Then, so when people come into these classes, it's, we have our physical academy right here in Denver. We have a nice facility, right? Not too far off 225. It's real easy to get to. And so when they get in, you're going to have some coffee. You have to do important stuff first. You have to grab some coffee, right?
Exactly.
So we have plenty of that, coffee and snacks and all that. We'll give you a quick tour, but really we'll just kind of get right into the class. So people usually arrive 20, 15 minutes ahead of time and just kind of chat, have some, I call it shop talk or water cooler talk, and just hang out a little bit. And it's really a community that we have at the academy.
Mhm.
It's a lot of like-minded people that are in the markets, or, as far as people that are brand new looking to get in the markets. So you're getting into a community of traders and investors that really all have not as necessarily the same goal, but kind of the same goal. People want to improve their financial future, whatever that may be. And then we get into the class, and it's interactive, so you can ask questions in there. So, and there, by the way, there's no dumb question, is because we kind of teach these classes as you know nothing. So coming in
Mhm.
brand new is actually really good. We also see a lot of people that have been in the markets for sometimes 20, 30, 40 years and looking to get a boost. So we have topics on that as well. So really, it's a nice atmosphere. I kind of call it like almost like the country club atmosphere. People want to go there and sometimes hang out. Which, by the way, a lot of our people actually just sometimes come and hang out for a while. It's kind of cool.
Exactly. Last 3 minutes here or so, but when you sit and you talk to people after they come to that class, and you've just known them here for a couple of hours, a little bit, and just kind of heard some of the reasons they came and different things. When they walk up to you and go, "Wow, I never knew this." In other words, what are some of the things maybe they're surprised to learn there in just that short time?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one of the things I really like at the academy. Is it really makes you feel really good when you're able to help people, especially the beginning of their journey in their financial future. So when people come in and they're like, "Man, I didn't know that," and a lot of it is the 401k and IRA information that we kind of go through and dissect a
Hmm.
little bit, because you're kind of taught as a young child to go to school, get a good job, and get a 401k, and you're going to be a billionaire and retire at 42 years old, right? Well, that's just not the case. So I think a lot of the talk right now is about 401ks and IRAs, especially because of market conditions. So really, it's a lot on the market conditions on what a lot of people are really learning about, because protecting your portfolios is so imperative right now. If you continue to let things go down like they are, people are going to struggle to retire. So that's a big one. But also, there's actually opportunities to get in the market if you don't have a ton of money. I get people that have high six-figure earnings, $1 million earnings that come to these classes. I got a lot of people that come to the classes that don't. So
Hmm.
it's, as we talked about in the second segment, using leverage in the markets and being more capital efficient with what you have, and just being able to do more with less. And that's what the great things about these investing classes that we have is really helping people get into these markets with whatever situation they're to in that end goal to hopefully improve their financial future.
Absolutely. All right, Josh. Hey, our new show. So excited about it. Investing and Trading Live with Josh Lilquist, president of Online Trading Academy in Denver. What can people look forward to here on Fridays from noon to 1?
We're going to talk a lot of the stuff we've talked about here today. Income strategies, whether you're working and during working years or during your retirement years, there's income strategies there. We're going to talk a lot about 401k strategies, IRA strategies. We'll even get into market conditions. I like to talk about what's going on in the market, what's driving a lot of the activity, how to be more of a steward of your own money, as you mentioned in that second segment, having more control of your financial future.
Absolutely. Well, Josh, man, I'm super excited about it to work with you and once again to work with Online Trading Academy. So thank you. And man, I'll look forward to our show next week, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Josh Lillquist, president of Online Trading Academy Denver. Hey, text now investing to 210-210. Get your 2 tickets now. Once again, the phone number, if you'd like to talk with them, have a few questions, 888-682-6466. And don't forget, Fridays noon to 1, Investing and Trading Live with Josh Lillquist, Online Trading Academy. Thanks for being with us today. Hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.